Hello, my name's Chris Brown. Uh, I'm from Domeshells Technology, which is the company that is building the minaret and the main dome on the building. And today we're standing the tower of the minaret on its platform that you can see over there. And this is the steel tower today, and it's just under 9 meters tall as it is at the moment. And when it's finished, it'll be around about 11 meters tall. But today we're standing the steel tower, and it has to go through a process now until it's complete. The next stage is that some block work is going to be made around the base of the tower. And once that's complete, then we'll return with the facade panels for the tower. That is the main decorative panels and the decorative dome piece which sits on top. And we expect to be back with that in a couple of weeks. Anyway, I think this is a bit of an auspicious day. It's a bit like, you know, giving birth to something new in a way, to put the tower up today, because it's always, let's hope everything fits and works out all right, and it's worked perfectly. So I'm sure everybody's very happy with that. Anyway, it's a very interesting project for us, particularly. You know, we specialize in different kind of work. We're in the construction industry. We do a lot of domes and kind of complicated geometric design, architectural design. So when it comes to doing something like this, where, you know, there's some important design work to do, we like that kind of work, and we're particularly good at it. The dome and all the panels for the minaret we're using actually. You can relate it to space age technology in a way. You know, now the Dreamliner, the new aircraft in the world are built with composite material, and this is what we're using here because of its superior performance, really, overall. You know, its strength, its lightweight. So it's a FRP, composite, which is essentially a kind of fiberglass and resin material matrix, in such a way that gives it its optimum strength and will be, I expect, low maintenance for a long time to come. You know, we understand that you know, from everybody's point of view, that we want the dome and the minaret to last as long as possible without having to do any repair or maintenance. And for that reason, the particular material structure was chosen, the FRP fiberglass system was chosen because of that. So it can last really there's no limit to how long it can last, provided certain basic maintenance is taken. And the tower is completely galvanized, so there should be no rust ever happen with that. And actually we've made everything in such a way that all the components on their own can be taken off if required, and can have work done on it or maintenance in some time in the future, and then put back on again. So it's quite clever from that point of view, that it can come off and then all come back together again if you want to. There's you know, there's several stages to doing what we're doing. To build a dome is a complex process and always requires a mold of some kind. And to get to the mold requires what we call pattern work to be done. So the process is that a 3D design is made of the dome or the piece that's to be made, which then goes to another specialty kind of a service provider who has what's called a 5-axis CNC machine. And then the computer model is put into this machine, which then mills with its milling head, makes the shape very, very smoothly in the foam of the piece that we are going to make, which we then take into another process where we put a hard coat system over the mold. And this is all very refined work and has to be sanded very carefully by hand to ensure that it's millimeter perfect all the way around and nice and smooth. And from that we take a mold, which is a fiberglass mold, and from the mold the pieces are made. So you can see it's a several stage process, and We're in the process now in the factory of just about taking the first pieces off the mould of the main dome. At this stage, most of the pieces for the minaret have already been made, and they're going through a process of, touching up and cleaning up and lining up and ensuring that all the nuts and the bolt holes work and are in the right place, that kind of thing. The colour of the dome is white. Of the main dome on the main building, it's going to be white, and the little dome on top of the minaret is also white. But the main panels down the shaft of the minaret are a two-tone colour, so that's a two-tone light grey, whereas the inset piece in the centre is a slightly darker colour from the outside. Number of pieces altogether. I'll start from the bottom and I'll go up. So it starts with what we call a flashing, which goes all the way around it, and it's a kind of a guard that sheds the rain off the base and sheds the rain or the water off the block wall below. That's one piece, and that one piece is made up from 4 pieces originally. And then the main panels up the minaret, there are 4 of those, one on each side, and they meet at the corners. And then on the very top there's another 5 pieces, which consist of the little dome on top of the minaret, and then the 4 decorative elements which go around in a square pattern all the way around just below the dome on the top of the minaret. So altogether there's 10 pieces, 10 separate pieces in the minaret.